Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing a new brand to Sephora. This is Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. Now I didn't purchase everything that she just launched, but I did purchase the 4-in-1, what is this, 4-in-1 mist. I purchased the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation and the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. Figured I'd start off with a few things, and then if I liked it, I could purchase other stuff in the future. So let's go over the details for each product. This is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. It retails for $24 US. You get 2.8 fluid ounces worth of product with this, and it has a shelf life of 12 months. Also, what I was looking at, it looks like everything is cruelty-free and vegan, which is awesome. As far as the details, this is a hydrating mist that is going to instantly calm and nourish the skin while making it look and feel more plump, smooth, and ready for makeup. As far as how to use this is meant to be used in multiple ways. So you can do a pre-makeup step, like this could be your pre-makeup step where you spray it all over the face before you apply your foundation. You can use it in between layers in order to help meld your makeup together. You can also use this as a setting spray. You can use it throughout the day in order to refresh your makeup, or you can use it by itself. Now let's move on to the foundation. This Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation comes in 48 shades. 48 different shades, which is a really nice range of shades, especially for a new brand. I grabbed the shade 240W. Hopefully it matches, since I haven't really been going into Sephora's. I've been doing a lot of my shopping online, so I am hoping that I got a pretty good match. It retails for $29 US. This has a shelf life of, where is it? Right here, 9 months. It's cruelty-free and vegan, and you get a solid fluid ounce of product. Pure pigments are packed in a serum-like base, making it easier than ever to blend and build your coverage. So this is meant to be a medium coverage foundation. However, you can build it up. I love that with foundations when they're meant to be medium, but then you can build them up in order to achieve full coverage, because you may not want full coverage all over the face. You may not want medium coverage all over the face, but you can build it up in certain areas in order to customize it to what your needs are. Love it. The foundation is going to help even out our skin tone and hides the look of pores. No clogging or caking with this foundation. It's supposed to last all day without drying you out or changing color on you, which let's hope it doesn't. And it comes with a convenient, mess-free doe foot applicator. As far as how to use it, the website does state that you should use it on moisturized skin. And then you can prep the skin with the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer, which I didn't purchase that. But I am going to prep the skin with the 4-in-1 mist. Then you're supposed to shake up the bottle and use the doe foot applicator in order to dot onto the cheeks, the forehead, the chin, and then you can blend it out with your fingers, a brush, or a sponge. Less is more. Add a second layer only where needed. So that's what we'll do. All right, last but not least, the concealer. I am super excited about this guy right here. It retails for $19 US. It has a shelf life of, what was it, 6 months I wanna say? Yeah, 6 months. It too is cruelty-free and vegan, and you get 0.25 fluid ounces worth of product in this. Now this is a medium coverage concealer. It too comes in 48 different shades. Is that correct? Yes, 48 different shades. I grabbed the shade 250W. I did swatch it earlier, and the color was very similar to the 3.4 that I used from Makeup Forever, and also very similar to my medium honey from Tarte. This is the 35H. So similar, not the same, but they were pretty similar. So I think it's gonna work. As far as the details for this concealer, this is going to instantly hide blemishes, dark circles, redness, fine lines with medium buildable coverage and a radiant skin-like finish. This is supposed to be a creamy and hydrating formula that is going to be long-lasting. It blends like a dream in order to even out skin texture. It won't cake or settle into fine lines. As far as how to use it, you're supposed to dot concealer anywhere your skin could use a little extra love, like dark circles, blemishes, redness, and discoloration. And then you can blend it out using either your finger or their Liquid Touch Concealer brush. which I didn't purchase. So I'm gonna be using my deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques. That's what I usually use in order to blend out my concealers. All right, so let's get started. I love the price point, by the way. Like, everything sounds really reasonable, especially for a brand that you can find at Sephora. Like, you really don't see a lot of brands in Sephora with a $19 concealer or a $29 foundation. Usually foundations are up in like the 30s or 40s, and concealers are in the 20s, some are in the 30s, just depending on which one you're looking at. So price point wise, reasonable. I love that. Now, hopefully it wears like a dream and we've got ourselves an overall winner, you know? All right, so I'm gonna start with the 4-in-1 Mist. Let's see what this is supposed to smell like. I think it said it in the details. Okay, so it has a botanical blend of lotus, gardenia, and white water lily. I love it. Oh, it smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna mist everywhere. All right, so let's move on to foundation, but first I'm going to color correct. Now, this is a medium coverage concealer, but you can build it up. We'll see what it looks like. All right, so now we can get started with the foundation. Shake it up. All right, so I'm just gonna dot it onto the cheeks. 3. I think 3 should be good, right? And then if we need to build it up, we will build it up. Chin, forehead. Okay, maybe a little bit on the nose. All right, that's enough. All right, next I'm gonna be blending it out using the new multitasker brush from Sigma Beauty. This is the F47. I think this might be a little too yellow for me, just a tad, but it doesn't look like too crazy off, so I'm okay with it. All right, so I took off the foundation over here because I remembered that I haven't done a close-up yet. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more over here just to build it up just a tiny bit. And on the nose too, it's like not wanting to stay on the nose. All right, so let's blend this out. Oh yeah. It blends out on top of itself like a dream. It looks nice and hydrating. I really like the way that this looks. Looks like skin. Okay, so before I finish the rest of my face, let me zoom you in so that you can get a before and after foundation. All right, so this is the before, and this is the after. Nice and even. I really like it. All right, so foundation done. Looks nice. Looks super nice. Everything looks nice and hydrated. It is very lightweight, but I feel like I'm gonna have to set it here along the cheek area, and maybe a little bit on the forehead, just to keep me from getting a little too oily. As far as my skin is concerned, I tend to get a little oily here along the T-zone, and I'm pretty normal everywhere else, but I like a nice smooth layer before applying my bronzers and my blush. All right, so let's move on to the concealer. So we're gonna dot this under the eyes and then build coverage, right? So I'm gonna dot it the way that I would dot like my Pat McGrath or my Hourglass or my Tarte Shape Tape. Like, that's what I've been doing with those. So I'm gonna just dot this concealer under the eyes and see if we need a little bit more. All right, and I'm gonna blend it out with my deluxe crease brush. All right, so this is definitely a medium coverage concealer. I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit here in a second, but let's blend this side out first. All right, so there is one layer of concealer. Like I said, I'm gonna try to build it up just a little bit right here and right here. Definitely don't wanna overdo it. Just blending this additional dot out. And let's see what that looks like. All right, so that looks a lot more concealed now. Love it. Now let's do this side. All right, and this side also looks really nice and concealed now. So now I'm gonna set the under eye area using a little bit of my Pat McGrath under eye blurring powder, or blurring under eye powder. This one's in the shade medium. And I'm happy to report that I was finally able to purchase another one because it's back in stock since this happened. All right, so let's set this. And I'm using my tapered highlighter brush to set this. This is the F35 from Sigma Beauty. Just grabbing a little bit of the powder and just pressing it underneath the eye. All right, so now that the under eye area is set, I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you can get a better look underneath the eyes. All right, so there you have it. Not completely concealed, but it looks nice. It looks hydrated. It doesn't look heavy. It looks really good underneath the eyes. All right, so now that you've gotten a closer look, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna jump off camera just to finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back, makeup is done. Now it is time to set this makeup in place, to set everything for the day. I usually don't, or I don't always set my makeup, just depending on what foundation I'm using, depending on what my skin's doing that day, or what I'm gonna be doing that day. Then perhaps I will set it. Typically I won't, but today I have to. We have to, right? We have to use this 4-in-1. So I'm gonna just shake it up. I'm just gonna spritz a couple of times. Okay, I did 3. It is currently 11:17, so I am planning on wearing this the entire day. And of course, I'll be coming back halfway through the day in order to show you all close-ups and to talk to you about how the foundation and the concealer, how it's all wearing up to that point. So I will see you here in a few hours for my midday check-in. All right, so I'm back for a quick midday check-in. It is currently 2:57. So I've had this on now for almost a full 4 hours, so almost half the day. Now, before I get into what I think so far after wearing it for half the day, I'm gonna zoom you in so that you can get a better look at my face with the foundation and of course underneath the eyes with the concealer after almost 4 hours of wear. All right, we're gonna start off with the concealer. So not what I expected. This has been really comfortable to wear, honestly. It looks like skin, it feels really lightweight, and I feel like even though it's not full coverage, which it never claims to be, it is concealing and brightening up the under eye area really well. It looks so good. As far as the foundation, this is the current situation on the left side of my face. Not missing any foundation. It also didn't change color, so that's true. It's not settling into the sides of my nose, which I was kind of expecting because a lot of foundations tend to do that on me. This one's not. And this is the right side. Around my mouth, the foundation doesn't seem to be settling into my smile lines. And it's not accentuating my smile lines either. It did wear off of my nose, but it's not too noticeable. And this is the forehead. Now it is a little shiny, but it's not too shiny. And this doesn't claim to be a matte foundation, so I wasn't expecting for it to stay completely matte throughout the entire day. All right, so before moving on, I'm gonna just apply a little bit of this. I don't feel like I need it. Like I don't feel like my makeup really needs it right now, but I love the way that my skin looks with it. I don't know why. I really like how natural and how hydrated this looks. But it's not like a hydrated, right now the foundation is not like, it doesn't look like the type of hydrating foundation that kind of like moves around and just gonna like slip all over your face. It feels like it stays put and it looks like skin. You know, it's really, it's just, I really like it. We'll see. We'll see though. I can't get too ahead of myself because I've done that before where I'm like, I really love it. And it's halfway through the day. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, what happened? What happened? So hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, I'll continue to wear this and I will see you back here in a few more hours for my end of day final thoughts on these 3 new Rare Beauty products. All right, so I'm back for my final check-in. It is currently 7:27. So I've had this on now for 8 hours, a solid 8 hours, I think. Now, before I get into what I think about the foundation, the concealer, the 4-in-1 mist, I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the face and of course at the under eye area after 8 hours of wear. All right, so we're gonna start off with the under eye area. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. I was expecting for this to move around, settle, not stay in place. I don't know why. I didn't have high expectations, but it looks really good. It looks really good. I like it. As far as the foundation, this is the current situation on my left side. This is the right side of my face. Forehead looks the exact same way that it did earlier, just a little dewy, but other than that, nothing has really changed there. And around the mouth, we are still looking good. The smile lines are not accentuated. The product did not settle in to my smile lines. We're good. All right, so now that you've gotten a closer look at everything, what do I think? I like it. I like everything that I tried today, and I'm kind of surprised that I like this concealer as much as I do. This is definitely a medium coverage concealer, unless you're like willing to, you know, apply layer upon layer upon layer. But using it the way that I did with just a couple of layers, wasn't truly expecting full coverage, but I was more so focused on how I was going to wear. I really like the way that this wears. It's truly lightweight. It feels really, really comfortable underneath the eyes. It didn't separate, it didn't settle, it doesn't look overly dry. It's just nice. It's nice. It brightened up the under eye area a little bit, and that's all I could really ask for out of a medium coverage concealer. As for the foundation, I like it. I like it. I really do like it a lot. I think the shade may have been a little bit off, so I may consider purchasing a different shade in the future, but the way that it wore, it's so nice. It's like, it's not dry, it's not overly dewy, it's like a perfect combination, at least it is to me. Even though I do get oily here along the T-zone, I didn't find myself to be overly dewy or to appear overly dewy, especially by now. I was outside, it was raining, it's humid, it's still hot here in Georgia, pretty hot. And so I was expecting to be pretty shiny, like really shiny, and I don't feel like I am. It's like a nice, healthy, radiant glow, you know? I really like it. It's comfortable, it's lightweight, it stays in place. It didn't settle or separate along my smile lines, which some foundations tend to do, especially the more hydrating ones. They will settle right here all day long, and like along the sides of the nose as well. Sometimes you can even see my little like 11 that I have going on up here in between my brows, and the foundation will settle there or it'll separate there because I am very expressive when I speak. And so I can't help it. Like, it just happens with some foundations. With this one, it's like really flexible, very lightweight. And I love the fact that it's medium coverage, but you can build it up in areas that you need a little bit more. You know what I mean? I love that. As far as the 4-in-1 mist, what can I say? Look at the mist. It's super fine. It smells so good. It smells so good. And I love the way that it made my skin feel before I applied the foundation. When I applied it midday, it was like a nice, refreshing feeling, and it did not move my makeup around. It did not provoke it to do something that I didn't want it to do. Overall, I'm happy with my purchase. I'm glad that I grabbed these particular products, and I am going to be looking to purchase more Rare Beauty because if the rest of her collection is this good, I have to try it. I have to try it. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed this product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.